Here we are.
James.
We are live. And this time I mean it.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too, man.
You got the guns out tonight?
Yeah, they're got their guns all right. They
rocking and rolling.
Yeah, it's hot out. And
did you get those thunderstorms roll through?
Not yet, no. It looks like it's looked like it for like 3 hours, but we got nothing.
They rolled through here about 1:30 this afternoon.
Nice.
I thought the world was going to end.
I'm jealous. It's been dark like that all day, but nothing. So let me turn off this music.
And it cooled off right after.
There we go. There we go, man.
What's going on? How
about that fucking Skenes game today?
So I was very busy. I had 5 Zoom calls and a podcast today. I'm not I'm not really adept at sitting on Zoom calls all day, but I was trying to follow along and then I lost track, and then I went and checked Twitter and I saw your tweet and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Can you hear me now?
You're good.
There we go. My mic was too high. I was like picking up like gum chewing and keyboard taps. So,
well, you're chewing gum and typing.
Well, I'm about to be chewing Red Man. So, there we go. It's the only time I get to during the week. If I do this in the house, my wife would stab me in the face.
Well, listen, she's going to stab you in the face no matter what you do, so you might as well just do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many years you been married now?
This is my second time around.
Yeah.
So I've been with her for 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time to get stabbed in the face. It's around that time, 7 to 10 years.
Absolutely. Yeah, so fucking Skenes, I bet on him to win today. Leads with a 6-1 lead.
In the 7th, right?
He pitched 6 complete, and they went to the bullpen in the 7th. With 93 pitches, which, I know he's not really stretched out yet.
Come on, he's stretched out enough to pitch in the big leagues.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Like, just one more fucking inning, and he gets a win today. And this fucking Pittsburgh, it's 2 days in a row. Because yesterday, I bet on Jarren Jones. I mean, I didn't bet on him to win, but I bet on him to get 6.5 strikeouts or more.
Yes.
And he pitched 6 innings, had 6 strikeouts. Left the game.
Send him back out, right?
Yeah, they didn't send him back out. He left the game with a 5-2 lead. I mean, he had a 5-0 lead going into the 6th. He allows 2. And then they pull him and they lose that game in extra innings. It's like, what? How can you run an organization like that?
It's I hate losing a game when I was playing more than I hate losing a game when I'm owning a team. I can only imagine if you're the owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates trying to win games to get fans into the seats and sell more beer and popcorn, and you blow back-to-back games like that. It's got to be maddening at that level.
It's disgusting. And like the Pirates they're just under 500, like a couple games. If they didn't blow those 2 games, they're 500 and they're in the wild card hunt. At the end of the year, if they do this 5 or 6 times, that's going to cost them a wild card spot. Like, what are you here for? If you're not here to like sneak into the fucking wild card at the very least. What's the point in calling Skenes up if you're not trying to win these games?
Yeah, if he's not going to help you win, leave him down there and let him throw 3 innings every start.
Yeah, right. Just keep him healthy and let him develop his shit, whatever. It's a waste of fucking time. It's garbage. So, but our boys are doing all right.
Our boys are doing okay. I'm watching the LSU South Carolina game up in the background here, and the over's 14. Just so you know.
What's the score?
It's 5-2, runner on second, top of the 4th. Both teams are 2-0, so they're both going to move on no matter what.
I mean, that's going to go way over 14.
Way over.
They haven't even got to the bullpen yet.
No, neither guy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, LSU went to the bullpen with the bases loaded, and the guy hit a grand slam on the first pitch he saw, and it was
Fucking great.
440 feet.
That's fantastic. I love it. College baseball is so disgusting right now. And
It's
over under a 14 in the College World Series.
and it's probably gonna, it's more than likely gonna go over. So
Yeah.
But yeah, how about our Red Sox? Our guys that putting along, win one, lose one, and then they go to Tampa and
then sweep them. I mean, Tampa is a shell of itself right now.
Yeah.
And I said this last week. Even I think they took 2 out of what did we do last week against them? We lost 3 out of 4 to them last week.
Correct. And when they blew the lead that they that they lost 3 out of 4. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And I said last week that Tampa felt like a team that was kind of skating by on like a little bit of talent, but they had like an attitude problem a little bit, like kind of like pretty cocky. So I still feel that way. And they looked really flat. That offense is just like, it's like, I think you said it, like the 25 cabs, 25 guys theory. Like,
it reminded me of the 70 Red Sox.
Yeah, exactly. So, that team's got an issue right now. And I mean, Kevin Cash is an excellent coach, I think, but, we'll see if changes are coming there. But
you know who's got a massive issue, Jim? You know who's got a massive issue? And I hate to say it because it was my pick to win the division, is the Blue Jays.
Oh my God. I mean, I can't believe Schneider's still there.
He's still there. And I read a story the other day about they're shopping Bichette around, him and his $23.5 million deal. And then I read today that they're shopping around Vladdy Jr. And most people who were asked the question in the story said that Vladdy may never reach his peak, which was 2021 again.
No, and it's just because he's a blob.
Yeah, but he's in a lot better shape than he was in 2021.
Yeah, he is. But he's got the same issue that I mean, Devers is hitting the cover off the ball right now, so it's hard to criticize Devers, but he's got that kind of issue. Like, he's never really going to be like living up to his potential, like Hall of Fame type potential, just because he's out of shape. He's going to be a good hitter. That's a liability in the field, and he's going to be streaky, and that's too bad. I would love to have Bichette.
Yeah, but where are you going to play him?
Shortstop?
He's average at best at shortstop. He's an average defensive shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, second, my man, my MVP, Vaughn Grissom. He he's not exactly cutting it right now. He's still in spring training, so he's only had like 45 at bats or something like that. But
really, is that what we're going to use for an excuse? It's almost Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, but he just came up.
Okay,
he wasn't up early. He didn't have a spring training, and he just came up a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so how long are we going to roll with that excuse? When does the spring training excuse end? We're going to get June 1st.
Yeah, I was going to say like 2 more weeks, and then I'll start busting his chops.
Well,
that's what I think.
June 1st is next week.
2 more weeks. I'll give him 2 more weeks, and then I'll start busting his chops. Until then, I mean, they're talking about like he's still putting on weight from not playing and not exercising. And
you know what?
He was sick at one point.
Why are they fucking playing him every day?
Because who the fuck else do they have?
Well, okay, so if he's not 100%, why play him every day, which is only going to force him or keep him from gaining all the weight back that he needs to? Let him go down to AAA, get 2 innings of at bats, 2 innings in the field, and eat. And you start eating the buffet in the 3rd inning, and put some of these guys out there that are just as good as him. He stinks right now. He's literally the worst player on the team right now. If he wasn't traded for Chris Sale, he would have been DFA'd. Or he's awful right now. I don't know if he plays second base for your team, the Granite team, Granite State team.
I feel like he's been coming around at the plate the last couple of games.
Yeah, you hit a home run the other day. Okay, great.
His batting average has soared. up to 136.
Okay, yeah, right. You can only go up. When you go 2 for 7 after going 1 for 33, that's
Yeah.
going up.
And I don't know what home run you saw, because this says that he has no home run so far.
A ball went up the top of the wall, and
it was a double. Yeah, it was a double. You got a single out of it, right?
You're gonna get a single out of it. That's right.
Yeah, he'll come around. He's been a major league hitter before. He was a 280 hitter his rookie year.
I agree. He's a major league hitter, but for Christ's sakes, he's not right now. And let him go. Go play 2 games at single A, go to double A, play 2 games, go play 2 games at triple A, and then deactivate him back up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. So I've been wrong on more things than I care to be wrong about, and so far he's been one. I'm ready to say it. I was wrong about Jarren Duran. I mean, the kid's leading the league in triples. He's second in the league in doubles. He's the best player we have right now.
He's the best in baseball in total bases.
Yeah, he's showing us something for sure, and he's playing well on defense right now. Much better than last year and much better than the first couple weeks. Seems like he found something there. He's playing with his hair on fire, which I love. He still makes stupid mistakes on the bases, which drives me nuts. But I don't mind him being aggressive, I guess.
But that's what they're aggressive mistakes. So you can, it's either you leave the 67 Camaro in the garage, or you let it ride and you get a ticket. You get a ticket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I was wrong about him. He's surprising me at the plate for sure. And
you were wrong about him, not because you didn't believe he was a good player, but you believed that he was a shitty attitude and not good for the team.
Not attitude so much, but I felt like he was just a head case. Like I felt like he had no confidence, and he was very open about mental illness, which is a tough thing to deal with when you're on the big stage. And we've seen him, play really well in short bursts and then be really bad in longer bursts. So let's not forget too that he was pretty damn good the first half of last year before he completely flamed out in the second half. So, I'm not putting him on the Hall of Fame ballot right now. But he should be an all-star this year. And
he's only got 2 home runs. I know he's got,
he's a leadoff hitter.
I'm assuming he's going to run into some. Well, what did he hit last year? 10, 12, somewhere on there. 7. I called him a 2020 guy this year. So he's got some work to do if he wants to be a 2020 guy. I lost your mic, Jimmy.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I hit mute when I spit.
No, so you know what? Don't hit mute when you spit. This is an authentic baseball show. Let it fly.
Fair enough.
We'll get you a spittoon like the old days. And you'll ding.
Yeah, so I mean, he's at 3 home runs now. He only hit 8 home runs last year in 102 games. I'm not sure he's going to be a home run hitter, but he hit 34 doubles last year and he's at 14 already. And he hit 2 triples last year and he's at 8 already. So he's finding the gaps, which is all I care about. I don't care if he hits home runs.
Yeah, for me, it's all about runs scored for him, because if he's going to score 120 runs, then the Red Sox are going to be in the playoffs. I will tell you that right now. If he scores 120 runs, I guarantee you the Red Sox are in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's not on pace for 120 runs. He's on pace for 93.
And they're not going to, and they're out of the playoffs right now.
Yeah, exactly. So he needs someone behind him to step up. And Devers is on fire right now, and I love what Willie Abreu is doing, and Connor Wong. I don't know that that's sustainable, but I mean, those guys, the average runs per game for the team jumped up like a third of a run in the last week. And they jumped up from like 17th in baseball to 13th in baseball in runs per game in a week. So the offense is heating up, and they don't have Cassis, which, I mean, there's people like saying, oh, please just tread water until Cassis comes back because he's a savior. I don't think he's a savior, but He's an upgrade for sure. And
it's funny, when he got hurt, they were talking about him being done for the year. Cassis. And I'm like, I kind of thought if he was going to be back, it would be real late. And if they were out of the playoff picture, he wouldn't come back at all. But you're talking like June, mid-June?
He's not going to be back in mid-June. There's no way. He hasn't even swung a baseball bat because he can't. You know what I mean? So he's out until mid-July, at least, I would say. There's I guess a little hope, but that seems very, very hopeful. So yeah,
you're a poet.
I am.
By the way, LSU hit a 3-run home run, tied 5-5, top of the fourth.
Nice. Bang that over.
So I guess, and I hate to say it, they haven't played anybody yet, right? The Iron's coming. Let's find out. You know what? I want to jump on this train so bad, but I'm not going to until July 1st, and they're still in the pennant race, and then we'll start harassing Breslow to make the first trade. Don't be the last guy making the trade. Make the first trade.
Agreed.
And then, and then let's go from there. You know what I mean? So,
and that's how I feel too. I mean, I'm starting to jump on board. I'm starting to get excited. They're starting to be fun to watch. But we've said this every week. We've said every week they haven't played anybody yet. And they just haven't. No, but I mean, we counted the Rays as somebody, and I mean, we lost 3 out of 4 and then just swept them. They could only play the schedule in front of them, and so far they've done that. I had them. They were 22-21 when we spoke last week. They're 26-24 now, so they did better than I thought they would do this week. And it's going to get harder again. I mean, every week we speak, it's going to get harder. Let me see if I can pull up a schedule here. Here it is. Oh, ads, pop-up ads. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Well, they got the Brewers coming in this weekend.
So they get the Brewers, and I think the Brewers are good. And then they're at Baltimore, and then 4 against Detroit, who's no joke, and then 2 against Atlanta. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next 9 games, next 12 games rather, that's the test right there. If they can go 6-6 in the next 12, A, I'd be shocked, and B, I'll start being hopeful, because if they go 6-6, they'll be 32-30, and then they've got 4 with the White Sox. So that's a chance to put a little distance, in the win column from 500. But then after that, 3 against the Phillies, 3 against the Yankees, 3 against the Blue Jays, who knows when they're going to wake up. 3 against.
They're actually playing a little better now, the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
But I mean, you read these articles, and someone said, the Red Sox in one of the articles read the Red Sox should go after Bichette, but they would never trade him in division. They're not going to take on his salary at $23 million a year. Not with the cupboard full in the minors at the shortstop, and Story coming back. Although you still seem to think they're going to trade him in the offseason.
Story will never wear a Red Sox uniform again.
Wow.
That's what I think. And he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
Well, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Honestly, he really shouldn't. Because
if he comes back and plays shortstop, then you're pushing Rafaela back to center, which he's an upgrade in center field defensively, but he can't hit a lick. And then you're cutting into Tyler O'Neill. Yeah, you're blocking Anthony. You're cutting into O'Neill's playing time and Abreu's playing time. There's no need for that. The outfield should be O'Neill, Duran, Abreu, 9 out of 10 nights a week, and Rafaela should be at shortstop the remainder of this season. And barring any other catastrophes. So, and then I do still think that Vaughn Grissom's your second baseman of the future. So, I think Story should be. I'd trade him now if you could.
So where are you going to put Meyer next year?
Worcester for the first
Next year?
Yep, for the first 2 months.
He's your big league shortstop next year, opening day.
Worcester for 2 months, and then he's your big league shortstop for the next 12 years, hopefully.
Yeah. Listen, I read it. What did read? Where did I hear it? I don't forget where I heard it. There's talk of him going to AAA soon, which I think he's ready, obviously.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready for AAA.
And if he goes and does the same thing AAA is doing now, September call it.
I mean, he's probably seeing better pitching now than he will in AAA. So
probably. But then in September, you get the September call up, and if he's called up in August or September for any reason, he's your shortstop opening day.
Okay, yeah. If he's called up this year, he's your shortstop opening day next year. If he's not, there's no point in starting his clock until like whatever it is, like mid-May or whatever.
Honestly, I think the clock thing is going to be irrelevant. I think they'll be forced to give him some sort of deal like they gave Bello and Raphael anyways.
Yeah.
Considering he's a better prospect than both of them were when they got theirs. So
is he a Boris guy though?
I don't know, but you know what? Boris guys got no problem taking the big cheese early in their major league lifestyle. So that would be the least of my concern is starting his clock. I mean, if you're really worried about his clock, just give him a deal early and buy out his free agency anyway. So, but we're gonna find out soon. They're 1 or 2 injuries away from pulling the plug and selling. I will say that the pitching's come back to earth a little bit.
Yep.
Hulk was still very good. Bello concerns me a little bit.
Yep. Very much so.
He's got a propensity to give up, a big inning. And with the way that the Red Sox play defense, you give up 4 runs in an inning, and then you give up 2 unearned runs later in the game, and that's a loss. You're guaranteed a loss. Boy, Cass's brother's hitting right now. He looks just like his brother.
Yeah,
I don't
like that he transferred out of Vandy because he wasn't getting his playing time. And
everyone transfers every year now. So.
I fucking hate it. It drives me nuts.
It's awful. It's awful. And the one-time transfer is going to come back probably in 2 years.
I think so too.
But this kid looks just like his brother in the box. His swing is identical. He's not as big though.
Where's he? He's at SC.
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, I like watching NC State and watching Trot Nixon's boys because they look just like him too.
They do, don't they?
Oh, the batting stance is so fucking awesome. I mean, I don't think that they're prospects, but it's fun to watch them because they look good. I was thinking that just the other day.
Yeah.
Did they make the series?
The World Series?
Yeah.
They got a good team. By the way, this is just this is conference weekend this weekend. So.
Oh, it's the conference. It's not regionals yet.
Regionals are next weekend, then super regionals are the following weekend, and then the World Series is after that. So
yeah, I haven't watched a lick of college baseball in the last 2 weeks, probably, except for like Division II that I've been going to. Just because I've been so busy the last 2 weeks with work and family shit and my baseball and coaching and everything else. So I haven't watched any college baseball at all. And the Bruins kept me busy for a little while.
Well, you don't have to worry about them anymore. So
no, fuck that. Sick of them.
But I'm concerned about Bello. I'm concerned about Crawford a little bit. He's come back to earth a little bit. I'm concerned about everybody not named. Hulk. Obviously, Whitlock's going to be gone for the year.
Crawford's come down to earth.
Crawford's come down to earth too. And listen, they are what they are, right? Their previous history tells you what they are. So, everyone's talking about Hulk and Crawford are the 1-2 punch in the league. They both got a 2.17 ERA. They are what they are. Come check at the end of the year. They're going to be probably very similar to what they did last year or what their career numbers were. That's the way it goes. Which is okay, but you just you can't rely on those guys to be better than they are for 162.
Yeah, I mean Crawford, whose ERA plus is now 193, which was Last time I said it out loud on the podcast, he was at like 900. 193 is still excellent. His whip is creeped up over 1 a little bit, so he's still good, but he's not striking anybody out really.
Which is a problem with our defense.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's crazy is he's only 2-2 at this point. As good as he started, he's got 2 freaking wins.
What's Hauk's record?
Losing record, 4-5.
Imagine that, and you know, I mean, the bullpen,
And Bello's 5-2.
The bullpen's got all the wins and losses.
The bullpen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 losses.
And how many wins?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wins.
So half the decisions are out of the bullpen.
Yeah, which isn't a good thing.
No.
A reliever getting a win is almost never a good thing.
No.
And but every single reliever in the bullpen right now, or the ones that matter, are all ERA plus over 100. Every single one of them. Actually, they're all ERA plus over 130. As a matter of fact, including
Jansen,
he's 132.
Yeah,
but his WHIP is 1.3. How do you have okay? So I like ERA plus and I like OPS plus, just because they're based on league average and how much better than average are you. But that is concerning that WHIP is 1.3 and somehow you're still 132.
Well, he's comfortable pitching with guys on base because he doesn't worry about holding runners on
at all.
I mean, he's non-existent holding runners on.
Yeah, he's still striking at 11.3 per 9. So he's doing all right. He just walks. He's walking 6 guys per 9, which is wild for a closer.
Yeah, and you could get away with that against Tampa Bay, in the White Sox, and the Indians. You're not
the Orioles. Not the Orioles. The entire Orioles lineup will steal second, steal third on him.
You're not going to, and the Giants, the Yankees will do the same thing.
Yeah,
the Brewers will do the same thing this weekend. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
they're running fools.
Yep.
So, again, his numbers will be probably very similar to what they always were at the end of the year, assuming he stays healthy and he doesn't get traded. So, listen, the team is what the team is right now. They're a 500 team. Win 1, lose 1, win 2, lose 2. Lose 2 in a row, win 1. Win 2 in a row, lose 1. That's what they are.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna start giving him some credit though. I gotta say, I'm enjoying watching the lineup. I really am. I love Tyler O'Neill. He's come down to earth some, but he's still hitting 250 with 11 home runs, and he's not even fucking playing every day, which to me is crazy. He's only played 39 games.
Well, he was hurt, right? He had a little twinge in the back at the beginning.
Yeah, but they held him out longer than they needed to for that, if you remember correctly. Because he had a concussion, remember?
Oh, that's what it was, concussion.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone offers you tickets to the game Saturday. You going?
Saturday? No, I'm not.
Okay, so
if it
was the Phillies or the Braves they were playing, would you go to the game?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why? Because there's plenty of guys to go watch.
Yeah, both rosters are stacked. Yeah, I'm not going to watch Tyler O'Neill or even Rafael Devers or
listen, this whole Tyler O'Neill thing is O'Neill's a nice, honestly, he's really on a real good team. He's a 4th outfielder on a good team.
No.
You think he's a regular?
I think he's a regular left fielder on a good team. I think he's an MVP candidate when he gets going.
Yeah. Well, he was a few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't. He's very pitchable.
Yeah, I mean, so strikeout. Yeah, he's striking out a lot. Holy shit.
He's very pitchable. He come out of the gate smoking.
Jesus Christ, he's striking out.
Yeah, every game he's striking out.
He's striking out 30% of the time, 33% of the time. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. I don't love that.
But part of that is he's moving around all over the order. He's got nobody hitting behind him.
Yeah, but he leads the team in walks.
Right, but the majority of those probably came early in the year when he was white hot.
Yeah, he's leading the team in home runs and walks, so I love that, and he's good defensively. I think he's an everyday left fielder on any team.
Yeah, okay, but he on a really good team, he's the fourth. Oh, he's the fourth. You could say.
He's better. So if he's on the Phillies today, he's better than who's the Castellanos?
No way. Never going to play up with Castellanos.
You're kidding me. Come on now. How do you figure that?
So would you? Okay, Dave Dombrowski gets offered Castellanos for O'Neill for Castellanos tomorrow. He's not making that trade. No shot.
They've been trying to move Castellanos.
Not for Tyler O'Neill.
I wish they were. Yeah, no, for pitching. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm looking at the.
And by the way, Castellanos got off to the worst start. You had more hits in the month of April than he did. Millie Vanilli had more hits than him in April than he had in the month of April. You probably don't even know who Millie Vanilli is.
I know who Millie Vanilli is. Come on now.
Half the people listening to us have no freaking idea maybe more, who Millie Vanilli is.
Actually, I think old people listen to us.
Beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff Fry, if you're listening, Blame It on the Rain is probably was your walk-up song.
I'm trying to compare just this season, and for some reason it's not letting me.
Compare what to what?
Choose seasons. Here we go. 2024 to 2024. For these two players, I just want to see. I was looking at the career thing, which... Okay, so this season,
Castellanos has played horrible being there.
Yeah.
Is he hitting 220 yet?
Yeah, he's hitting 278. That's the only category where he's actually ahead of O'Neill.
Castellanos is up to 278?
Yep. But his OBP is 278 as well? What the fuck am I looking at here? This can't be right. Like, what? Has he only played 11 games this season?
No. You might be comparing him like in left field or something when they played left field. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're doing over there. You're a New Hampshire guy. Who knows what you guys do up there?
Never mind. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, he's hitting 200. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
He's hitting 200 with 4 home runs, and his OPS plus is 60-3. So, I mean, he stinks right now. So, yes, I think Tyler O'Neill is the starting right fielder for the Phillies today. And if he's on the Braves, he's platooning with Kelenic for sure.
So he's a fourth outfielder.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's better than Kelenic.
I do too.
Anyways, but they just got Kelenic, and he's a lefty, so you could argue there for the platoon. Those are the two best teams in baseball, in my opinion. On the Yankees, he's starting.
Really?
Yeah, he's definitely playing. So they have Doogie and Judge, and Grissom playing enough. He's better than Grissom. So even on the Orioles, like I think Tyler O'Neill's a starting left fielder for any team.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
no, you could be right.
I like the guy.
Apparently.
Yeah. Let's see who's playing left field for the Orioles these days. Is it Hayes? Or is he gone now? No, he's gone. Oh no, Colton Cowser's having a good season.
Yeah, and he's a rookie.
Yeah, Cowser's good. Cedric Mullins is in center and Santander's in right. So I mean he's better than Santander. Who's got?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean Santander's the last 2 seasons he's hitting 191 right now.
Yeah, he hasn't swung it good this year. But how many home runs does he have?
7?
What did he hit for home runs last year?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Like he was hitting third the whole season for the Orioles.
Yeah, so last year he hit 28 home runs and batted 257 and had a 121 OPS plus. That was last year. So O'Neill's got better OPS plus this year than Santander did last year, and Santander's below average this year. So yes, I stick to my guns. Tyler O'Neill is a starting left fielder or right fielder on any team in baseball.
Well, a lot of them, anyways. You proved me wrong. I would have.
That's all I wanted to do, is just prove you wrong once, because I've been fucking wrong about everything else. I mean, Sale, I was wrong about so far.
Oh, let's talk about my guy Chris Sale.
Oh, I don't want to. I just don't want to. It hurts my fucking brain that he's this healthy.
But you're a Braves guy. You're a Braves guy deep down inside. I know you got a Braves tattoo on your back of your calf. You have to.
I don't. I have a huge Red Sox tattoo on my back and a Red Sox tattoo on my right arm. So I'm a Red Sox guy through and through. I do love my Braves. I just wish that if we had a crystal ball and we knew that Chris Sale is going to be 7-1 with a 2.22 ERA and healthy through 9 starts. If I had known that, I wouldn't have traded him for Grissom. We traded a guy who fucking made 30 starts in the last 5 seasons.
And threw $17 million in.
Yeah. And we paid him to go away. Oh, God, it hurts my head.
The guy's right. I told you I picked him to win the MVP. I mean, the Cy Young.
Cy Young, you did.
He's the Cy Young winner right now. He's close, right? There's a couple of guys that are up there in the National League, but he's certainly.
Emin Young is probably the Cy Young today, because he's been filthy, like completely unhittable. I'm trying to think of who else in the. Wheeler's been really good too. So, Wheeler, Sale, Imanyaga, however you pronounce it, and that's who comes to mind right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If I look at the National League leaders, let's see if I can do that. 2024 NL pitching leaders. Pitching leaders. Why am I looking at pitching leaders and it says Mookie Betts 3.5 WAR? What the fuck am I?
Oh, fuck.
Did Mookie Betts throw an inning or something?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so Imanyaga, Suarez has been really good.
Suarez has been unbelievable. What's he, 8 or 9 now?
Let's see. He's 9-0.
Yeah,
1.36 ERA.
In the first game he pitched, I put a couple of pesos on him, and he didn't pitch that well, and he has been lights out every single game since.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but Imanaga has got a 0.84 ERA right now. He's almost half of what Suarez is, and Suarez is the second best ERA.
Yeah.
And the kid Javier Assad from Chicago too. He's only got 10 starts, but he's 4-0 with a 1.7. So he's been let out. Sale is, if you want to look at WAR for pitchers, he's 6th in the National League. And if you want to look at a real stat for pitchers, let's see. What do you consider a real stat for pitchers?
What's his 1-loss record?
Who?
Sale.
9-1.
He's 9-1.
I think so. Yeah. 7-1. Sorry.
Okay, he's 7-1.
Yeah, Imanaga is 5-0. He came up a little bit late, if I remember correctly. Suarez is 9-0. Austin Gomber has the 4th best.
Yeah, pitching well.
He's 1-2 with a 2.7.
Well.
Yeah, he's pitching really well. That team is absolute dog shit. I love betting overs on Rockies games, though. I've won every single one of them so far this year. And Zach Wheeler's not really on any leaderboards. 5-3, 2.52 ERA.
Right, but if you check back in September, he'll be 17.
Yeah, he'll still be there, and Assad probably won't be, and Suarez will have dipped, and Gomber will have dipped, and
right, and Magas will be on the DL because he has never pitched that many innings.
Yeah. Reynaldo Lopez is another one who's in the running. 2-1 with a 1.54. So the Braves have done him no favors in the wins column.
What's his ERA?
1.54.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Striking out a batter per inning. And he's got a 1 whip. So yeah, man. I mean, Sale's right there though. And that hurts my brain a little bit, but we got Vaughn Grissom for the next 10 years at second base, and we're going to be so happy. I'm telling you, we're gonna look back at this day and laugh that we ever complained about Vaughn Grissom.
We're complaining about not having Chris Sale right now too.
Yeah, is what it is. So now that the Red Sox are where they are and they seem to be playing above their heads, hitting above their heads for sure, where do you stand with Cora?
He's still a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah. You think they're going to try to bring him back, or do you think that Breslow is already just keeping the seat warm for either his buddy Bailey or Veritek?
I still think if Cora leaves, and I do believe Cora's going to leave, if Cora leaves, it's Veritek's job to be offered to him first. Whether he says yes or no, I think will be, to be determined. But I still believe Cora's not going to come back. I think Cora's going to go to the Marlins, Yankees, or the Dodgers.
Marlins, Jesus Christ! Do you think he's got the patience to deal with that fucking
No,
circuits?
but I think that it's
Being
close to home.
It's close to home.
It's in his backyard.
Yeah.
He's, people say, oh, he's an older player's manager. I believe he really likes the ability to work with young guys. Like I like to see him work with Sedano. I think Raphael is a perfect example of what Cora is capable of. He waited a little long to move him to shortstop, but he may have not been able to do so without the permission from the front office. You don't know. That's the problem today, Jimmy, is you want to blame the manager. We want to blame, the Yankees want to blame Boone, and I want to blame Cora, and everybody in Dodger Stadium wants to blame Roberts. But you know what? Those guys, more likely than not, those guys are not pulling the strings.
So we've talked about this. I do think that Cora is pulling more strings this year. I don't think that Cora has affected Rafaela at all. I mean, he's a stud on defense already before he came here. So it's not like Cora has made him a better defensive player, and the kid can't hit at all. I mean, he's terrible. He cannot hit major league pitching.
He's Willie Mays Hayes.
He's more likable, but I mean,
I think that Cora has helped him at the big league level play middle infield.
Yeah, I mean his OPS plus is 60. His on base percentage is 226. Like that's not a major league baseball player, and it doesn't really matter how good you are defensively.
Right.
So, I mean, he's out of a spot when May is ready, and he's out of a spot when Anthony's ready, and Duran has secured center field. So, if they do find a shortstop, or if Story comes back or whatever, I mean, Raphael is back to AAA, in my opinion.
Raphael's days of playing AAA baseball are over.
They shouldn't be. What wouldn't he be better served right now? Trying to figure out a swing in Worcester?
No.
I don't think so.
Well, normally I would say yes, but he's got 250 at bats in the big leagues, so there's no sense him learning down there. They're not winning a World Series this year, so let him learn. Let him learn for now, for sure. But if Story were to come back and he's not getting traded, or if Meyer gets called up, what are you doing with Rafaela? Oh, I think either way, I don't care who comes up next year. Rafaela is the center fielder. Ooh. So I would like to see next year Rafael in center field. If Anthony's ready, I think he's probably a 2026 ready. But if he's ready, he goes to right field and Duran in left. What ball's going to fall in the outfield? None. That's the fastest outfielder for the history of baseball. Yeah, I mean, you're really throwing Willie or Abreu under the bus. Okay, let him learn to be a DH, first base. He's good defensively. You're not going to block. He's okay. He's got some warts on him defensively. He's got some Duran on him for sure. But But I like. Listen, he's tradable. If you're going to bring Anthony up for next 2025, he's tradable.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include bringing O'Neal back.
Yeah, and O'Neal's he'd be a perfect DH here, fourth outfielder.
There you go. Bring him back.
Perfect.
And what about Sadahara Masataka? When's he coming back?
Who cares? He can throw him on the fucking Elon Musk shuttle to the moon with.
Well, he's got 4 years at $15 million after this year, so he's gonna be here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd buy him a dirt bike, and I'd buy Trevor Story a dirt bike, and tell him to go do some some really dangerous dirt bike riding, so that you can avoid their contract or something.
How about this? Basically,
or get some pictures of them, like buy them hookers and like get pictures of them like sniffing coke off a hooker's ass, so you can do the you know what I mean? You got to get rid of those two. They don't belong on this roster.
How about this? They're both making about the same amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, Story's making a little over 20, and
Story's making. Is he making over 20?
Yeah, I think he's like 22 or something like that. And
is it that high? Then
yeah,
then it's not close financially. Then
yeah, it's a $6 or $7 million difference, but
that's a lot.
Neither one of them have a spot, especially considering all the lefties for Yoshida. I mean, there's just what are you gonna do? You got 5 lefties that are better than him on the roster that can play defense,
right?
So
yeah,
he's on the fake DL as it is right now.
He's back at home, probably laying on his couch watching the Red Sox play.
Yeah, where is he? Is he in Japan or is he like in Florida or on a milk carton? Yeah,
I know he's not happy.
Oh, I mean, I'd be unhappy too, I guess. Like, you came here thinking, I'm signing this big contract. I'm in left field for the next 10 years or 6 years or whatever the fuck it is. But he stinks. I mean, he can't hit a fucking lick. And
he's worse defensively. And his defense hasn't even factored in to the fact that the Red Sox are the worst defensive team in baseball.
Exactly. And and the hits that he, does squeak out, they're fucking like little dribbles that, happen to go between the shortstop and the third baseman or whatever.
They're very unassuming, non-productive hits.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking at his whatever, and again, another stat I don't give a shit about, but like barrel rate or exit velocity.
His exit velocity. Don't even bring it up. Throw it away.
But his exit velo is probably like 32. It's like, I just feel like, anyone could go stick a bat out there and do what he does. So
I hit the exit on 95 at 35 miles an hour the other day.
Yeah,
my
you were fat.
Was higher than
Yoshida's. Exactly. Yeah, he's on the 10-day DL. What are they saying his injury is?
Thumb.
Oh yeah, that's right. His thumb. His thumb's got him out for a month.
He sat on his thumb in the dugout, and then somebody jumped on his lap, and he jammed up his thumb. He's got a broken thumb from having his thumb in the ass.
I think Cora stepped on his thumb to get rid of him.
Cora's got a voodoo doll of Yoshida pounding the thumb with that pin.
Please don't make me play you. We have no fucking spot for you in the major leagues. Get out of here. What's funny is everybody said that we overpaid for him. And of course, yeah. Red Sox Twitter was like, "Oh, Yoshida's going to be, rookie of the year."
Right. He was the next Ichiro, and
yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question about the weekend baseball. What's the rotation for the Red Sox this weekend?
Let's, instead of me guessing, I will.
By the way, we have got to get an intern to run our podcast.
Yeah, we really do. You're telling me. Let's see. This is wild. Come on, schedule. Baseball Reference is a little slow right now.
You know what's funny? Is I was on like 5 Zooms today, and my background and my of my picture right now was reversed.
Yeah, so Zoom does that. You have to, if you're gonna have a background, you have to like build it on like PixArt or something. You have to reverse it. So
Well, this
that's
is actually reversed. It's actually right on the other one.
Which one's reversed?
The pictures are on the opposite sides in my office, technically.
Oh, yeah, but that looks fine. But if you build like a graphic to put behind you, like a background, you have to put it. You have to make it opposite. Yeah, on Zoom, on Google Meet or StreamYard, it's fine. But for some reason on Zoom, you have to do that, which is a weird thing. Baseball Reference doesn't have the like upcoming starters, which is absolutely.
How about ESPN?
Yeah, I'll pull up the schedule right now. Ugh. This is fucking stellar content right now.
It's great content.
For the love of all,
where's that fearless leader with my royalty check?
Chris, he's probably watching right now since we're on his Twitter account live.
Where is he? Why doesn't he come on and be a guest host so I can yell at him? Hey, Chris, where's my royalty check? You cheap bastard! You cheap bastard Yankees fan. Send the royalty checks.
Me and him have been going back and forth with Apple for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we couldn't get until just yesterday. We couldn't get episodes 12 or 13 up on the site. There was no explanation for it. Apple support gives you no fucking help. After like 5 days of no response, I reply, "What the fuck is going on?" And they get back to me, "We're working on it, but please watch your language." I'm like, are you serious? Like, come on, 5 days to respond? Like what if we were like, a big fucking podcast?
I hope you told him to fuck off.
Oh, I absolutely did. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if Chris got like a little like note from Apple, like, "Who's this asshole?"
All right,
working for you.
Listen, I don't know what the hell you're doing if you're on dial-up over there. It's Bryce Wilson versus Cutter Crawford Friday.
Yep. When?
Oh, well, really?
Right. Yeah.
Colin Ray versus Nick Pivetta Saturday.
Push.
Oh, push. Who's going to tie? Undecided versus Tanner Houck on Sunday.
Win, obviously.
And on Monday, the Red Sox are in Baltimore on Monday. Cooper Criswell for an afternoon game, by the way, against Cole Irvin.
It's a loss.
I'm surprised that they didn't do a 4-game wraparound with
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, yeah.
Yeah. I love Memorial Day weekend in baseball. I love all the catcher's gear with the stars and the stripes and the camo, and I love that shit. I've been wanting to get my hands on a pair of that gear for years. And every time I come across it somewhere, it's like $10,000 for a set or something stupid.
What size are you, bro?
Size catcher's gear?
Yeah.
Just adult,
What size shin guards?
17, 16 and a half or 17.
Okay. You don't care what brand they are?
No, I mean, I've been wearing for most of my life All-Star.
I know, but is All-Star going to get mad and cancel your contract?
No.
Get you a set of Rawlings All-Star gear. I mean, Rawlings 4th of July gear. Are they gonna
No. And I'd be elated to receive that. I just ordered another set. I've got 3 sets of Force 3 stuff right now, which I don't know if like your son's checked it out, but that's, the Force 3 is the spring spotted masks that every major leaguer that wears a trad mask is wearing the Force 3 masks now. And I've got the guards and the chest protectors too. The shin guards suck. They're light and they've actually cracked on me like 3 times, which I've never had ever. For 30 years of catching, I've never seen that happen. But they replaced them quickly overnight, as a matter of fact. But they cracked multiple times. So
what's funny is,
go ahead.
I just had a Zoom call today with our digital media company that handles our social media for the league. and Force 3 is a client of theirs. He just came back from doing some photo shoot with Force 3, and was telling me all about it. Do they have a 4th of July lineup of gear?
They've got one like red, white, and blue set that's kind of ugly. But what I like about them is they've got I'm into the color. I like my baby blue sets. So I got a graphite set, a baby blue set, and a yellow set. And they're beautiful. It's just the shin guards suck. And if you notice, like, around Major League Baseball, everyone's wearing the masks because the masks are legit, but nobody wears the chest or the shins except for Yasmani Grandal. He wears all Force 3.
I know my son's got the camo Rollins gear.
Oh, that's sexy.
Sick.
Yeah, Rollins makes great catches gear. I just for some reason I never got it. It was All Stars local, so I was always All Star until I got like a 50% off code, like from Team Force 3. So I guess I guess I'm a Force 3 guy now, but they're all right. It's not good here. You good?
Yeah, good.
So I actually caught a ton in the last week. I feel like Monday morning I played three games on Sunday. The first game was my old guys, and I pitched 4 innings, and then I played first for a game, and then I caught for a game. And Monday morning, I felt like I got hit by a fucking truck full of hammers. I mean, I couldn't get out of bed.
By the way, you did.
I did. I really did. I couldn't get out of bed. So that was like, I don't know how people fucking do it. 162. Oh.
Well, they don't pitch and catch.
They don't pitch and catch, yeah. But my arm felt like it belonged in some other motherfucker. I couldn't do anything with this arm. It was like just a noodle.
That's me every day.
Yeah. Yeah. But I actually I for 38 plus baseball, I threw well. And then I was pretty proud of the job I did catching too. I was catching a kid from Plymouth State who played for the Silver Knights. And we had fun. We had a good time. So 21-year-old kid pumping like high 80s. It was a good time.
That's good.
We had fun.
Did you get any hits this week?
Yeah. I on Sunday, 2 hits and 2 walks, 2 base hits. Well, nothing special.
Punch and Judy's?
No. For some reason, every time the ball leaves my bat this year, it's a line drive to the right side. I don't know. It's either going straight to the right fielder on a line, or it's getting down, but it's always going right. So, which I think is a good thing. It'll come around.
Well,
but I'm 46 and I'm facing the most velocity I've seen since I was 30, probably.
No doubt.
Yeah. So my league's younger, my 21 plus league, and every fucking team recruited out of college this year, and we've got like all kinds of kids that are throwing gas. We've got 5 or 6 kids that played Silver Knights last year and are playing Silver Knights this year. But we started earlier, so they're just getting some innings with us, or whatever. So it's been challenging for sure. But I love it. So.
Well, okay, good. That's good. Work on that average.
Yeah,
on that exit velocity.
Yeah, my exit velo is fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm just
worried
about my fucking body holding up. So this is my last year playing 21 plus. I'm done. So I've got too many kids and too much shit going on, and not enough golf happening in my life.
Well, you'll never play golf if you can't get out of bed.
Exactly. I haven't played golf yet this year. I played once last year.
That's it?
And the 2 years prior, I played a ton. I just picked it up during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never golfed in my life. I thought it was gay. And during COVID, it was the only thing to do. So I picked it up, and I think I'm pretty good. And I'm like I don't have like an accurate handicap, but like I'm probably like 17 or 18 or so. But for 4 years of golfing and not golfing the last 2 years, I'm happy with my golf game.
I
like to
play 90 every time out.
I'm around 90. Yeah. Like I'm between 88 and 92 pretty much every time out. So, which is good.
With that plays.
No, No, I'm very, very happy with it. So I need to do that more. And so this is my last year playing. I just want to have a good season, and then just play old man baseball moving forward.
So what we'll do is we'll put us in separate groups in the first annual beanball golf tournament, and we'll have like a long drive contest or something like that.
Yeah, well, you should come play. My league's got a golf tournament August 24th. Pease.
Where is it?
Pease Air Force Base.
Yeah,
Pease Golf Club. It's a 27-hole course. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's a nice course. So that's I live down the street from there. That's a quarter of a mile from my house.
Yeah, you told me you get the planes over there. They're driving over your head all the time.
Yeah. We've it's been an interesting week here because they had the A-10 Warthogs flying around. Those things are fucking scary. It's you feel like you're at war with those things flying overhead.
Right.
But yeah, so we get that golf tournament on the 24th. If you want to play in a tournament, and we still have room for like another 15 foursomes if you know anyone.
Remind me in a few weeks. And,
yeah, it's early.
I'll take a look at my schedule in August. Once our season's over, I kind of go into hibernation for a little while. But I don't really go anywhere until September and October.
How long is your season?
It ends July 30th is the last regular season game. Then
That's a short season, huh?
Well, we played 44 games in 52 days.
Yeah. Well, you're college kids, so they got to go back to school.
They got to go back to school, and they got to send them home for a week before they go back to school.
Does that cover playoffs too?
Yeah. Playoffs start August 1st, 2 out of 3, 3 rounds, quarterfinal, semifinal, final.
So in theory, you'd like to be playing to mid-August.
I think the 10th is the last week of play.
Cool. Yeah, that's a quick season, man. So, all right, well,
okay,
we're over an hour. We're yammering about nothing that anyone gives a shit about.
Fuck them.
Exactly. I'm having fun. So, all right, man. We'll do this next week. Regular time. Let's go watch the Celtics.
Yeah, go Celtics. They win by 14 tonight.
Yeah, I hope so because I bet on them -9. So.
I saw that. Yeah, I like the action on the Celtics tonight.
Yeah, me too.
All right, pal. See ya.
Have a great night.
You too.